What do you mean we have to pay the legal fees for somebody who
Stole from us.
we have been involved in several situations where you had an officer of the company who engaged in embezzlement. They're literally stealing money from the company. And when that gets revealed, it could lead to government investigations. So you could have the Department of Justice looking into this and ultimately bringing a criminal case against an officer who might have embezzled millions of dollars from the company because they were in a financial position. And if that person gets investigated or sued, they're going to look and see what rights they have to get advancement of their legal fees, okay, whether it's under the bylaws or under an indemnification agreement. And although this is very painful for companies, for investors, or founders to learn, if one is entitled to advancement, okay, as an officer or director, you're entitled to receive it even if you're alleged to have embezzled money from the company. And you have to pay it back if ultimately you're found to have done the bad act, the embezzlement. But while you're fighting it, you can be entitled to your legal fee. And we've had some very difficult discussions with clients that are saying to us, what do you mean we have to pay the legal fees for somebody who
Stole from us.
yeah, exactly. And you say, well, that's the structure. There's this concept called indemnification and advancement. And in the bylaws, officers are entitled to advancement. So one of the conversations you'd like to have with the founders at the beginning is, okay, do you want advancement for all officers, or do you want to limit it to, officers that might be like the CEO, okay, or C-suite, but not to every officer, which is something that's very worthy of consideration, so that you're not in a position of
for
having
it.
to pay the legal fees of some
Yeah.
lower level person. No founder, especially if it's your first company, is ever
We won't have
thinking
this mindset.
about that issue. So you need lawyers who might have seen this movie already
Yeah.
and know how painful it can be if you have to pay the legal fees.